my beloved son, I am filled with such deep emotion that I can hardly contain it when I speak to you. Every word that comes from my mouth is drenched in eternal love, a profound care that only a heavenly Father can feel for his child. Today, I come to you with a message that is not by accident, because nothing in your life escapes my watchful eyes, and nothing that comes from my hand is random. With a heart overflowing with tenderness and mercy, I ask you to listen closely to the truth I am about to share, a truth that has the power to transform your journey, if you choose to open your heart and believe. A wonderful gift awaits you, a new home, a renewed life, and an abundance that will bring peace to your soul, all specially prepared for you. From where you are now, from the very phone you're watching this on, something supernatural is about to unfold. This is not an empty promise. It is a word sealed with my love. I have seen your tears in the quiet nights. I have heard every prayer you've whispered in desperation, and I have never ignored a single plea. That is why today, with a clear and powerful voice, I say to you, get ready, because someone very special is about to seek you out. This person is carrying what has already been declared in heaven as yours, the financial blessing you have asked for. The door that appeared locked and impossible to open will now swing wide, because I hold the key that no one can shut. My beloved child, this moment is unlike any other. It is not just another day. It is a divine appointment. Do not ignore this call. Do not allow this message to pass by as just one more among many. Some promises come only once, and this is one of them. If you choose to accept it with faith and obedience, your life will never be the same. I don't just want to meet your material needs, though I will. I want to touch your soul, to strengthen your faith, and to show you that I am a faithful Father who never abandons his children and who always fulfills his promises. The new home you've dreamed of is not beyond your grasp. It is closer than you think. The financial support you've been seeking is not impossible for me. I am the owner of the gold and the silver, and today I extend my hand to bless you in ways you can't even fathom. I can already imagine your reaction when you receive this news, the smile that will light up your face when you see how every worry begins to melt away. It will not be by chance. It will be my hand moving directly in your life, because you are my child, my beloved creation, and I take great joy in blessing you. I've waited for this moment with great patience and love, knowing the day would come when you'd be ready to receive what I had planned for you long before your birth. That's why today I say to you, do not fear, do not doubt, and do not shut your heart. Embrace this miracle with joy, understanding that everything from me is good, perfect, and eternal. Even when everything around you feels dark, remember that my light never fades. Just as the sun rises every morning with unwavering faithfulness, so is my love for you constant, steadfast, and boundless. Today I open a door that no one can shut. Today I pour out upon you an anointing of abundance, renewal, and hope. Stay here. Listen carefully to every word, because if you choose to ignore this, you may be passing up the chance to receive what has already been ordained in your favor. I am here, the one who speaks, the one who fulfills. Thus says the Lord. I know all those who seek to harm you. Nothing they plan is hidden from me. I know their hearts, their actions, and their intentions. But you, my child, need not worry. Do not fear, and do not be troubled by what they may plan against you. I am your shield, your protector, and no weapon formed against you will succeed. I stand with you in your darkest moments, when despair overwhelms you and you can't even find the words to pray. In those deep silences, I extend my hand to lift you up, to carry you into the light, and to remind you that you are never alone. I am your strength when you feel weak, your hope when all seems lost. I will never forsake you. Every tear you shed, I have felt it deeply within my heart. Every prayer you've offered, even the one spoken through sighs, I have heard with deep attentiveness and compassion. My mercy is constant, no matter how challenging the path you walk. Always remember that I am with you through every difficulty. I will be your refuge when you feel lost and unsure of the next step. I will grant you the wisdom to make the right choices. Let me be the guiding light that leads you through the darkest times, the peace that calms your spirit in the midst of storms, and the embrace that comforts you in moments of loss. For I, your God, am walking beside you every day of your life. In this moment, receive the assurance that you are surrounded by my compassion, my grace, and my unchanging love. Trust in me, trust in my plan, for everything is unfolding just as I have intended, even when you cannot see it clearly now. Even in the toughest times, there is purpose, there is growth, and there is redemption. Nothing in my hands is ever wasted. Write boldly in the comments, God is with me, and by doing so, you are declaring my word over your life. When you speak with faith, I move with power. You've walked through days where nothing seemed stable. I have seen how your heart grows weary, how your thoughts fill with doubt. You try to smile, to show strength to others, but deep inside, there's a silent battle, a struggle that others cannot see. But I can. I know it, and I feel each heartbeat. Nothing is hidden from my sight, and I want you to know, without question, that I am your protector. I am not a distant God, far away in the heavens. I am your Father, your refuge, your guide. I am here with you, right now, in this moment. And in this instant, I speak to you to remind you that I have never abandoned you, and I never will. Every step you take, I am right beside you. Every fear you face, I stand with you. My presence is real, and my love for you is everlasting. Before you even opened your eyes for the first time, I already knew you. Your story didn't start the moment you took your first breath. It began in the eternal moment when I created you in secret, when I carefully wove every part of your being with purpose, intention, and love. None of you is a mistake, and no part of your life has ever been forgotten or overlooked. Every event, every person who crossed your path, every tear, every smile, all have been woven into a greater plan that transcends human understanding. I don't work by chance. I design with precision. I bring order to chaos, and I restore what seemed lost. Just as I set the stars in their place, I have also set the times and seasons of your life, perfectly timed with wisdom that only I possess. I have seen the days when it seemed like everything came to a halt, when doors slammed shut one after another, and when spiritual weariness tried to snuff out the faith that once burned so brightly. But I did not allow you to be overwhelmed by the darkness. Even when you thought there was no way out, I was your refuge. There were times when you felt alone, but I assure you, you were never alone. I walked silently beside you, holding you with my unseen hand, strengthening your spirit when your strength was gone. I don't just observe from afar. I am present with you. I come close to your everyday life, even in the mundane moments, to show you that the supernatural can emerge in the midst of the ordinary. I have been storing up blessings for you in heaven for a long time, waiting for the perfect moment to release them. That moment is near. You do not need to rush or force things to happen, because everything will come to pass at the appointed time. My timing is never delayed or hurried, and when I say it is time, no man or enemy can stop what I have already decreed. A new chapter is about to unfold in your life. This is not a passing hope or an empty wish. It is the fulfillment of long-awaited promises, covenants sealed with my faithfulness, not your own efforts. You have made it this far, not by your own strength, but because my grace has been more than enough. These promises are not just about the material things, though I have taken that into account, knowing that there are pressing needs in your life. I am aware of the financial burdens that trouble your mind, the bills that seem impossible to pay, and the difficult choices you face in silence. But I also know that beyond what is seen, your soul longs for peace, direction, stability, and a sense of true purpose. That's why I will not only provide for your physical needs, but I will also renew your understanding, guiding you to walk in wisdom. It's not enough to have material resources if your heart lacks light, and I have come to ignite that light in you, to clear away the confusion that clouds your mind, and to show you that there is a path prepared for you that no mistake can erase. To those who have risen against you, those who have underestimated or judged you without knowing your heart, and those who have hoped for your downfall, I will show them that I am the one who holds your life. This will not be for revenge, but for testimony, so that those who doubt it will see my power manifest in your life, undeniably and clearly. They will know it hasn't been by human effort but by my hand. I reward those who remain faithful in secret and lift them up in public. Faithfulness does not go unnoticed by me. I see it as a sweet fragrance, and I honor it when the time is right. That is why I now surround you with my presence, filling your soul with a peace that surpasses all understanding. I am pouring fresh strength into you, like the dew that renews the earth each morning. Where there was once weariness, I will restore energy. Where there was doubt, I will bring certainty. Where everything seemed dark, I will shine my light. Deep within your being, you will feel my voice speaking gently to you, guiding you with unwavering love, teaching you that every step has purpose and every process has been worth it. I do not waste pain. I transform it into glory. In this very moment, heaven is in motion. What your natural eyes cannot see, my spirit is already unfolding in the heavenly realms. Everything that seemed to be at a standstill is now being accelerated by my word, for there is no delay in the kingdom of heaven when the appointed day arrives, and that day is now. What has been reserved for you for years is about to manifest in a clear and consistent way. This will not be just one blessing or a singular event, but a continuous divine sequence that will mark a new season in your life. I am changing the landscape, removing what cannot accompany you any longer, and positioning you in places you once thought were out of reach. Many times you believed opportunities were meant for others, that good things were testimonies only for others to share. But now that perception crumbles before my presence, I am cleansing your spiritual vision so that you begin to see yourself the way I see you, equipped, worthy, called, and chosen. It doesn't matter how many times you've fallen, how far you've wandered, or how much doubt you've carried. I'm not counting your mistakes. I'm looking at your willingness now. The humble heart that turns back to me with sincerity holds more value than 1,000 empty gestures. I do not look as man looks. Man sees the outside, but I see the heart. I am placing new words on your lips, words of faith, hope, and declaration. You will no longer speak from a place of lack, but from the promises I have spoken over you. You will no longer think from a place of defeat, but with the authority I have given you. There is power in what you declare, and I am teaching you to use your voice as an instrument of transformation, not to control, but to affirm what has already been decreed in heaven. I am teaching you to clearly recognize my voice so that you will no longer be swayed by the noise of confusion, but instead be guided by the certainty of my direction. That inner voice that stirs peace within you, that directs you to paths the world doesn't understand, is my voice at work in you. Not everyone will fully comprehend the journey you are on. Some may criticize you, others may pull away, and some simply won't know how to walk alongside you. Do not be afraid. I am allowing this separation so that you can move forward without the weight of unnecessary burdens. There are battles that can only be won in intimacy, without applause, without an audience, and without the need for explanation. I take great delight in the hidden places, in those processes where recognition is scarce, because that is where true roots grow. And in due time, these roots will bear an abundant harvest. The fruit will not only bless you, but it will be shared with many through you. I am sending new connections, people who will speak wise words to strengthen your faith and accompany you in your purpose. I am closing circles that have already served their purpose, not in rejection, but in divine guidance. Do not try to hold on to what I am removing, nor question the alignment I am making. I am the one who creates paths where none seem to exist, and what you once thought was a loss, you will soon recognize as my protection. The path ahead is broader than the one behind you, and what is coming will bring peace, direction, and provision. Specific doors are opening for you right now, contracts that were once delayed, decisions that were hanging in the balance, and resources that seemed scarce are now shifting in your favor. What once seemed shut will now open easily, not because you pushed, but because I am leading the way, like a fire that clears all obstacles. Where others said no, I am saying yes. Where stagnation once ruled, progress is on the horizon. Where there was ruin, restoration is on the way. And this will be made clear to those around you, for my hand does not work in secret. The time for the new has begun, and even if you can't see the fullness of what's promised yet, know that it's already been set in motion. This is not just a fleeting hope or a temporary feeling. It's a divine movement, a work I am perfecting. What I start, I finish, and what I've promised, I will bring to fruition, because I am faithful, and my faithfulness is your anchor through it all. Today, I seal a truth with my word that no one can erase. You are stepping into a season where everything that once seemed lost will be restored. This is not simply about reclaiming material things or returning to what you once had. I am speaking of restoration in its truest form, where what appeared broken will be made better than ever before. The barren and dry areas in your life will once again bloom, flourishing with a beauty and vibrancy they've never known. I am not revisiting the past, I am creating something completely new. The moments that silenced you, that made you feel insignificant, that planted seeds of fear and shame, will now become the platforms where my glory is revealed. Everything the enemy used to tear you down, I will turn into a testimony of my power. The scars on your soul will no longer symbolize defeat, but will stand as powerful witnesses to my ability to heal what once seemed impossible. I will not deny what you've been through, but I will cover it with a grace so profound that when you look back, you will say, "It was worth it, because I encountered the God who never fails." I am bringing clarity to your thoughts. What once confused you, what you couldn't tell was my voice or your emotions, will now be cleared. I am purifying your discernment so that you will no longer be led by others' opinions or the pressures around you. I will teach you to walk with conviction, fully assured that my ways are perfect, even when they don't align with your own. The clarity you'll receive will be like a lamp in the darkness, showing you the next step and, gradually, the entire path ahead. Many will watch you move forward and wonder how it's possible. Some may call it luck, others might think it's human strategy, but those who truly know me will recognize that it is my hand at work. What I am doing in your life won't be ordinary or replicable by the world's methods. I am writing a story that can only bear my signature, and this story will become a visible sign to others who have lost hope. They will see what I am doing in you and know that there is still a God who listens, responds, restores, and lifts up. I will give you a peace that is not dependent on the absence of challenges but on the constant presence of my Spirit within you. This peace will serve as your shield when opposing forces arise. You will no longer react to the chaos around you, but will stand firm in the assurance that I am in control. You will learn to rest in me in ways you've never experienced before. I don't just want you to endure hardships, I want you to walk over them with authority, unwavering confidence, and a vision focused on the eternal. I have already begun transforming your inner being so that you will no longer be the person you once were. I will change your desires, your goals, and even shift some of your relationships because I am preparing you for a greater purpose. The things you once craved with such intensity may no longer have the same importance, for I am planting new priorities in your heart. It's not just about receiving blessings. It's about being transformed to live in alignment with what I have planned for you. The change will be clear not by force but by conviction. Truly knowing me will soften even the hardest heart, strengthen the most fragile, and redeem what seemed beyond repair. No past mistake can undo what I have set in motion for you. There is no condemnation for those who turn to me with sincerity. I have cast every sin you've confessed into the depths of the sea, and I will never bring them up again. While the world may insist on reminding you of your past failures, I call you by your true name, redeemed, loved, and restored. Do not let the voice of guilt drown out the voice of my promise. Walk in freedom, for I have made you free. Walk in strength, for I hold you up. Walk in peace, for I am your peace. Throughout history, my voice has spoken to those who are willing to listen, and now that same voice echoes over you, not to condemn but to affirm. What you are going through is not by accident, it is part of a greater purpose. I am bringing order to what seemed chaotic. I am rewriting the chapters that have been tainted by pain, betrayal, or abandonment. Nothing in your story will be left out of my plan because everything you've experienced will be used for good. No moment will be wasted. Every step, every fall, every sigh has been recorded for eternity, and I am weaving it all together. I am unveiling a design for your life that goes beyond your highest expectations. What is now coming to fruition in you didn't start today. I have been working deep within your heart and spirit for a long time, even during those moments when you thought nothing was happening, when everything seemed still, and you felt distant from me. My spirit was quietly moving within, cleansing, breaking down what needed to be broken, and making room for the new. Before I give you the blessings I've prepared, I first needed to prepare you. I do not bless without purpose, and I do not give without direction. What is coming is magnificent, but it will require maturity, balance, and spiritual responsibility. You will no longer need to seek validation from others or chase after the approval of the world. I am the one who affirms your steps, who fills your mouth with words and strengthens your soul with courage. You were not called to please everyone, but to follow the one who knows your beginning and your end. That obedience will be the solid ground beneath your feet, And though many may not understand your journey, you will know you are walking on firm, purposeful ground. My presence will go before you like a cloud by day and a fire by night. You will never walk in darkness, and you will always have my guidance. I will lead you along paths of righteousness for the sake of my name. So, in this sacred moment, where my words have found a place in your heart, I close this message not with an "and," but with a promise. This is just the beginning of something glorious. Even though today you feel you've received much, know there is still more to come, and what is ahead will far exceed your expectations. For I am the God who does immeasurably more than you could ask or even imagine. Remain in my love, trust my timing, and live each day knowing you are guided by a hand that will never fail.